YouTube? What's good? What's good with y'all boys and girls out there? It's a true winner, 6 p.m. back with some college basketball for Saturday, January 17th. We got a lot of games, baby. This is what we love to see. This is what we've been waiting all year for. When we see scrolls like this, oh my goodness. When we see a scroll like this, oh yeah, we got games for days. We got games for days. Games for days. That's what we love to see. This is when we make our most profit. Before we jump right into it, we're going to do the lemon squeeze feature where we go through every game as fast as possible. Leave me a sub if you're not subscribed. Still 65% of my people that's watching the videos are unsubscribed. Let's get that closer to 20%. Subscribe, man. It's free. Get your drinks, get your joints, get your cigarettes, get whatever you're doing. Let's jump right into high gear. Don't forget to join my Telegram. The link is in the bio below. Please join it while it's free. It's free till March. Link is in the description below for the best plays for tomorrow. Hofstra playing Elon, starting off. Hofstra at the crib. We're going Hofstra. They're 5-0 at the house. And they're simply just a better team. And they're coming off of a loss, too. I like an angry, woken up Hofstra Pride team. They could beat the Phoenix at home for sure. UVA versus SMU. You see SMU just had to beat Virginia Tech off of that half-court buzzer beater. I got to go with UVA in this one. I just like what I've seen more throughout the season, offensively and defensively. UVA, this is an unusual UVA team. These are this is a group of boys that could really make it to the Elite Eight. Like, I think I got them ceiling as high as an Elite Eight. I don't think they're a Final Four team, but I think they could sneak into the Elite Eight. Like, they're that good. Give me UVA money line. Tennessee at the house playing Kentucky, laying 7. And I think this number is right where it should be. It's a little bit sharp. It's right where it should be. But if you could drop this down to 4, 2.5, lay the spread. Money line, best play in that one. Notre Dame at Virginia Tech, and I got to go with Notre Dame plus the points. They've covered every game so far in a true road game. They're 4-0 against the spread, 2-2 straight up. Virginia Tech plays their best basketball at the house where they're 10-1, but I gotta go with I gotta keep fading the most unlucky team in the damn college basketball. They're one of the most unlucky teams in college basketball. It's Virginia Tech. They can't seem to put a game away. They cannot seem to put anybody away comfortably. Give me the underdog, Notre Dame plus the 6. Georgia Tech plus 17, playing North Carolina State. And I didn't know they were gonna put this down this high. This is a little bit much, but I gotta lean with North Carolina State. I don't know why. You feel me? I don't know why they keep on just giving this team, Georgia Tech, a lot of love. This is the first time I've seen an accurate type of spread. Like, they should get blown out by 20, 16 to 15. I thought they would have had this line starting off around like 12.5, 13. I still lay it with NC State, though. They're way better team here. Gotta lay it with the NC State. Wolfpack. Minnesota's catching 16.5 against Illinois, and that's way too many points. Way too many points. And y'all know how we doing it, man. We bearing down all weekend. We bearing the fuck down all weekend, man. We not scared of nobody. But I know my Illinois fighting the Illini. I already know they're not beating the Gophers by 17. They can. I'm not saying that they can't. If it could get ugly for anybody on any given night against Illinois. It could get ugly for anybody on any given night. But Minnesota's a defensive unit, defensive juggernaut. They're going to slow this game down. They're going to slow this game down. It's not going to be a cover. Illinois is winning the game for sure. They're not losing now. Don't get that wrong, but They're not beating this team by 17, 20 points. No, it's more of a 9, 7-point game at best. Way too high of a spread for my Illini. Next up, Butler, Seton Hall, and I got to go with Butler to lose the game again on the road. They're 0-4. Have not run a true road game. Why would we take them here? I'm not going. Seton Hall's real. Let's look at this injury report. You gotta check injury reports in Big East basketball. We got my boy for Seton Hall. Not really nobody on. Nobody really injured in this game. Give me Seton Hall, lay the spread. I do think Butler is a solid team, though. Butler is not no punks. They're not no pushovers. Any given night, Butler can win, too. But not against Seton Hall, at Seton Hall, no. Money line, Seton Hall. UConn laying 11.5 against a all right type of Georgetown team this year. We laying it all day with UConn. Georgetown's miserable against the spread. If you've been betting Georgetown against the spread, at home you're 1-9. You know what I mean? Straight up, out of 10 games at home, they've covered 1. They're not covering against UConn here. It's way too low of a spread. That should be into the 16s, 15, 14.5s. Give me UConn, lay the spread. Mount St. Mary's at Canisius, and I got to go with Canisius. Duquesne at Fordham. Go give me Duquesne all day long. I like Fordham in certain spots, not against Duquesne. Duquesne wins the game coming off of an upset. Not an upset, but they're coming off of a beatdown. Kind of a little bit of a beatdown. Last game out, they played up on these boys. Dayton still hung in there, like I said. But they got 3 rough games in a row. They came off that overtime loss to St. Joseph, ugly loss, and sandwiched in between a VCU loss and a Dayton loss. Give me these boys all day long. And I know they got an ugly loss at Boise State for sure. Ugly as fuck. Other than that, though, man, Nevada, 3-point loss. You can't argue. Fordham, let's look at what Fordham's doing. Why should we take Fordham at the crib? What have they done? Lost to St. Louis. That's a very good team. At St. Bonnie's, they won. That's a great win on the road. George Mason beat you. Okay, cool. George Mason's top of the conference. Richmond. You at home playing Richmond. You lose the game by 8. Dayton beats you again. I don't see any strength of schedule here. You know what I mean? Look at all of their wins. Wagner. Lose at home to NJIT. LIU, you got to win over them. Albany, Farley Dickinson, Manhattan, New Haven. Like, bro, they're not playing nobody significant. Duquesne's way more battle-tested, the better team, head and shoulders. Duquesne wins the game comfortably, 7 or 8 points or more. Holy Cross at Lafayette. Lafayette's laying 3. Give me Holy Cross, man. Lafayette shouldn't be laying any spreads against anybody. Give me Holy Cross. Boston U at Loyola, Maryland. Give me Boston U, money line. UCLA, Ohio State. Give me Ohio State to lose the game. UCLA wins these type of matchups. When it's a team like Ohio State who has no defensive prowess, they let Iwapui put up 90 points, 87 points, 90. Give me UCLA all day long. Ohio State don't have enough guns on the defense to hang for 40 minutes. They got offense, but UCLA got offense too, for sure. When you both got 2 offensive teams that cancels out, give me UCLA. Injury report is looking like a little bit of a Sky Clark hamstring for UCLA. And you know that's one of their starting players. Very, very, very good player for UCLA. Game time decision, so keep an eye out for that boy. He's unlikely to face him, though, so they're probably going to rule Sky Clark out. He's doubtful. But keep an eye out for it, though, man. You never know. But that's their second leading scorer for UCLA, so be weary on this game. Got to look out for that Sky Clark injury. Wagner, New Haven. Give me New Haven at the house to lose the game. I ain't going to lie. New Haven, we're not scared of you. Wagner, way more experienced D1 team. I think Wagner goes in there and wins. Eastern Michigan at Bowling Green. I got to go with Eastern Michigan to cover this spread, but Bowling Green to win the game. Buffalo plus the 10 at Miami, Ohio. I got to roll with Miami, Ohio. And I ain't going to lie to you, it's looking like that for these boys. These boys is crazy. 18-0. Everybody's trying to knock them off the block. They're the team to beat. They took care of Akron already. Sorry ass Akron. Buffalo just not ready, man, on the road. On the road, they just not ready, man. Give me Miami, Ohio. I think it kind of slips past this spread a little bit. It's a little bit much to ask for when you're 18-0 to keep covering spreads, but they keep doing it. I'm sorry, they just keep doing it at a very high rate. I definitely think they win the game money line, but the spread is like it's a little bit much because Buffalo ain't no punks. Buffalo can make this game a 1-point game, 1-possession game. I gotta go with Miami, Ohio. Money line and spread though. I just can't get there with Buffalo. This can slip into the 14s, the 13s, 15-point loss for Buffalo. Alabama is laying 6 on the road. Oklahoma's not ready for Bama at any point in any time. Oklahoma's not ready for Bama. I don't know a last time. Let's look at the last time we've seen these two teams match up. Last time it was a matchup, it was last year, January 4th, 2025. 107-79. I'm not saying that they do this. I'm not saying that they do this shit again, but and you already know Alabama's got Latrell Wrightsell still out. He's been out since January 7th. He ain't played in a couple games now, so it's likely he's not gonna play again. He's not playing again against this Oklahoma team, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. They don't really even need him. You feel me? Like, they still busting niggas' ass on the road. Oklahoma just lost by 20 to Florida. Like, we took Florida. We know what to expect from this damn Bama team. We know what to expect from this Oklahoma team. Oklahoma took care of business on the road against Mississippi State, winning by 15. They should have no problem doing the same thing here. I think this is at least a 13-point win for Alabama. 11-13. Give me the Alabama Crimson Tide, later spread comfortably. Chattanooga, Western Kentucky. Western Carolina, my bad. Western Carolina, Chattanooga. I got to go Western Carolina, man. Chattanooga has no backbone. A similar team like that is Santa Barbara, Brown, Bryant. Teams like that don't have no backbone. They could let anybody play best basketball they've ever played. That's what the fuck you would get out of Chattanooga. Anybody could explode against them. Western Carolina's feisty as fuck, too. You cannot just fade them blindly. Western Carolina, money line. Old Dominion, App State. Give me App State, money line. I'm not fucking with Old Dominion at all. Them boys are sorry. They exploded last game for some weird reason. When I choose to, go against them. But they still ended up losing the game against Georgia Southern. But come on now. They made that game way fucking closer than it should have been. I got to go App State as Old Dominion regresses back to the medium. Give me App State money line or spread. ETSU, Samford, and I'm not a big fan of Samford at all. Give me ETSU. Samford is another team who has no backbone. They could let anybody win at any given night. If they play VMI, you got to be worried. You know what I mean? So ETSU, comfortable win right there. I don't know why they're only a 3-point favorite. That line's going to move up. Take ETSU. Bradley, Illinois State. And Illinois State is my dogs, man. I got to go with I got to go with Illinois State to win this game. Money line play. Bradley can make it a 1-possession game. They're good enough to do that. You know what I mean? 13-6 on a year. But I still think Illinois State gets the job done outright. Money line. Western Michigan at Akron. I'm not taking the Akron Zips to cover shit no more after that poor Ball State performance. Pretty much up 23, 22. with like 4 or 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left. They end up letting these boys go on a 13-2 run. Ball State, of all teams, only win the game by 10. I can't get there with Akron in this form. The Zips not covering. Similar to what we've been seeing from the Zags, Gonzaga. We took Gonzaga last game against Washington State, though, to cover that 20. They won by 21. I know Akron's going to win the game, for sure. They not losing the game, but they not covering no 19, man. If they not doing it against Ball State, they damn sure not doing it against Western Michigan. Siena at Manhattan, I got to go with Siena, money line. Harvard, Princeton, and I already know what to expect in this matchup. Let's look at the history. Harvard, Princeton, this is a fun one. Always a fun one between these two. Let me pull it up real quick. Harvard, 4-2 at the crib where they play their best basketball. Princeton is yet to get a road win. A true road win for Princeton has not happened yet in 6 tries. Do we see them get their first road win against a Harvard team? Let's look at the history. Last 5 meetings all went to Princeton. I'm going Princeton plus the points here. Bold play. Like I said, it's pretty fool's gold with Harvard. Harvard is always in a good position, a good poised position. They're at home. They always got a good edge. They always got a favorite line. I got to go with Princeton to get their first road win, man. If not, at least Princeton covers the spread. If not, outright. New Mexico State at Delaware. And we know what to get from New Mexico State. They're a bad road team. Delaware at home, they're not the best team at all. They're 5-12, one of the worst teams in this weak-ass division of the Conference USA. They're bad, though, man. Delaware is bad. They lost outright to UTEP. On the road to Louisiana Tech was a pretty good game for them, though. Louisiana Tech's better than UTEP. Sam Houston's a better team than UTEP, too. You losing at home to Jacksonville State by 3. This is a very unlucky team. You know what I mean? A very unlucky team. Somehow you snuck a George Washington win in there, though. You know what I mean? They got a couple head-scratching wins. Like, how the hell Delaware win that? It's just too inconsistent, though, man, and just too unlucky for me. Give me New Mexico State. Sam Houston, FIU. Give me Sam Houston to lose the game. When FIU's at the house, it's an automatic take. I'm taking them. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a different team when they play at home, man. I don't know if it's the refs. FIU at the crib, 9-2 on the year. I got to go with them boys. Sam Houston's 3-6 and 9 tries. I got to go with a very good home team. And FIU, when FIU's on the road, automatic fade. TCU, Utah. Give me TCU all day long. I don't know where the books are even. I know they're trying to give them a decent little 4.5, but this is at least an 8-9 point game. TCU wins by 8. Iowa State, Cincinnati. Give me my boys, Iowa State. Lay the spread. Fairfield, Marist. Give me Marist at the house. Straight up money line, parlay piece. I'm not taking no spreads with this one, though. Marist money line, though. St. Thomas, 15-4. Against North Dakota State's 15-5, 9-0 at the house. St. Thomas 5-3 on the road. This is where they're at their worst, though. St. Thomas is, I think, when St. Thomas is at the house, or if they're on the road playing an inferior opponent, it's a no sweat bet. But against a good opponent like North Dakota State on the road, they're susceptible to lose. Give me North Dakota State. Florida playing Vandy, and I'm in a little rhythm right now with Florida. I gotta go with Florida. This is, the books are telling you 16-1. I think this is where they start to draw a little blood. This is where they start to stumble just a little bit, and they go into 16-2 after that last loss. Florida, They have less pressure on them. When you're, like I said, when you're 18-0, 17-0, 16-1, it's a lot of pressure on you to keep maintaining that record. And when will they lose? When will they? It's always that back of your mind thought. It gives people the edge sometimes to upset you. Florida could come in there and win that game. Florida, I'm taking them on the road. Money line. Iowa at Indiana. This is a good one. This is gonna be a tight one. Give me the under. I like the under. But I like Indiana to win the game outright. Rutgers at Wisconsin. And I got to go with Wisconsin, weak ass. I'm not laying it. I'm not betting on it. But you got to lay the spread with Wisconsin. Syracuse, Boston College, laying the spread with Syracuse. Navy, Lehigh. And you know what to expect from both teams here. Give me the Navy. The Navy should not be even a 5-point favorite. They should be about 7.5, 8, 9 points favorite, man. They're 8, 9 points better than Lehigh. Give me Navy. This could be a 20-point loss if it gets there. Like, this could be in the 15s and shit. Give me the Navy money line or a spread. Yeah, definitely spread with Navy because that's not even enough points. They win that game comfortably by 7. Winthrop at UNC Asheville, and UNC Asheville been Assville for real. They've been ass this year. I'm not fucking with them. Give me the damn Winthrop Eagles. Them Winthrops boys. Is them boys gonna go out there and beat up on? Yeah, I know they are. Way better team. They are just a 3-7 road team, but they had a tough schedule, tougher than UNC Asheville's for sure. And they play well in some step-up spots already. High Point. I got to go with Winthrop on the money line. South Dakota, North Dakota. And North Dakota's 1-point favorite. South Dakota's catching a little bit of love here. They have not won a road game yet, though. I got to go with North Dakota. Bucknell, Colgate. We already know Colgate's winning the game. But it's going to be a close one. Bucknell covers. I already know what to expect in that one. Colgate ain't covering no spreads, but they gonna win the game though. Central Connecticut at St. Francis SFPA, one of the worst teams in the country. Give me Central Connecticut all day long. We've been making a lot of money on them, especially on the road where they're 7-2 against the spread. Keep fading these boys. SFPA, one of the worst teams in the country. Seriously, 350, they're probably in the 360s. But they've definitely been living in the 350s all year. Top 350 in the world. Give me Central Connecticut State. This could get ugly. 11, 12, 13-point loss or more. This could be a 14 to 15-point loss. Ryder, weak ass, got their second win. Ryder got their second win against a pretty decent team too. The last game out. Now they're going on the road facing St. Peter's where they're playing their best back, and they're playing a good brand of basketball right now. They're in a little groove. 7-3 in their last 10. I gotta go with St. Peter's to cover in a Ryder letdown spot after their second win of the season. They're not continuing that. Columbia Brown, and I gotta go with Columbia, no doubt about it. Money line play or spread play. Columbia's offense is sick. I ain't gonna lie. I watched that game against, I think it was Cornell. Oh, my God. I seen Columbia score like 10 points in like, I ain't gonna lie, it was like less than a minute. It was at least like 45 seconds, 35, 45, 50 seconds. They scored 10 points in like a minute. I ain't never seen no team in the Ivy League do that in recent years. Like, I said, yeah. Columbia's crazy with the offense. Give me Columbia. And they were down 10, too. That's what I mean. Like, that shit crazy. Columbia, lay the spread. Comfortable win right there. Cornell's at Yale. And Cornell is catching 8.5. And I don't know why they're giving them that big of a spread. The total's going to be a high one. 175.5 for a reason. Unless Yale just absolutely dominates the free throw line here, I don't see where they pull away tremendously. Yale's coming off some like all right games. They just got 16 piece by Princeton. You know what I mean? So I know Princeton gonna beat up on Harvard. But you beat Brown by 17. Cool. Brown is one of the worst teams in the conference. Okay, cool. You beat Albany, one of the worst teams in the country, by only 11. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing no real against inferior opponents. And Cornell is not those guys who I just named. Cornell could cover this. Presbyterian, come on now. Presbyterian's outright winning that game, money line. I'm not looking for no spread for press, but give me the Presbyterian Blue Hose money line. North Florida looked real good last game. Got their third win of the season. Going up against a Central Arkansas team who we faded. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our first gut was to bear the fuck down like we know how to do. We was on Central Arkansas money line, and then I said, you know what? It's too many points though. I'm gonna take Jacksonville plus the 7 because Jacksonville beat them in like the last 5 meetings. Every time they see these boys, they just beat the shit out of Central Arkansas. And that's exactly how it was going the whole entire game. The Dolphins won the first half. Dolphins won. Pretty much lead the whole game. Central Arkansas won it at the very end. So we still covered with the Dolphins plus the 7.5, but our first gut was the Central Arkansas. In this game, this week, I think we see an over. Give me the over. North Florida's fastest paced team in the country, one of them. Central Arkansas could get up there too and score as well. Like I said, give me the over is the best play. If I had to pick a side, give me a North Florida team to cover this points. West Georgia plus 10 against Florida Gulf Coast. Y'all tweaking. Didn't I tell y'all stop sleeping on West Georgia and Lindenwood? West Georgia did let us down. They did let us down, though. Outright money line against Stetson. They did let us down. They got a good road win against North Florida, 85-73, but they got blew the fuck out by Jacksonville by 32 as a 1-point underdog. Beat EKU, beat Bellarmine, put up 74 against Georgia. Almost took it there with Georgia Southern, another good team, explosive team. Got blew out by Tennessee Tech, lost to Georgia Tech. They beat Troy on the road. You know what I mean? They got some good wins, man. And they got a Tennessee Tech win as well. Florida Gulf Coast, fraudulent, fool's gold, laying way too many points. I don't know. Even if they win, they're not winning by no more than 6, 7. You feel me? So give me West Georgia plus the 10 any day of the week. Florida Gulf Coast not the team you want to try to lay points with. They shouldn't be 10-point favorites against anybody. Lemoyne playing Chicago State. Chicago State's not winning that game. Give me Lemoyne money line. Queens versus Stetson. Stetson's 8-point underdogs at the house after taking care of business against West Georgia. Now Queens coming there 10-8, pretty damn good in their conference as well. They've been looking sharp. Beat Stetson by 30. Wait, no, that was the last time they played. They beat them boys by 35 last time they played. They beat up on Florida Gulf Coast by 11, North Florida by 7, Jacksonville by 26, Bellarmine by 22. So they've been very hot to come into conference play. I see why the spread's high. I got to go with Queens to lay the spread. We took, like I said, last game, we took West Georgia to beat Stetson. That's how low I think the Stetson team is. They're not really crazy good. They're playing their best basketball at home. It's what's make it a little bit sweaty. But I know Queens wins the game outright. Detroit Mercy playing Iwapui, and I'm going with Detroit Mercy all day long. Youngstown State, them boys did let us down too last game. They did let them boys pull away a little bit, but this is a worse team in the conference, Cleveland State. Give me my boys Youngstown to rebound, look real good in this one. Cleveland State ain't allowing anybody to they not shutting nobody down. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not worried at all. This is a comfortable win. Like I said, they just lost to Wright State. Let them pull away a little bit. Lost by 10. Lost to IPFW by 2. Lost to NKU. Lost to Oakland. Some of the best teams in the conference. You know what I mean? That IPFW is their worst loss so far in the conference play. But against this weak-ass team, though, they just lost outright to 15 points to Green Bay. We took Green Bay. Last game before that, we took Detroit Mercy. They lost to Oakland. They lost to IPFW as well. Other than the Iwapui win, they have not won a conference game, and I'm not taking them to win against Youngstown State. Give me Youngstown State, comfortable win. Stonehill, Mercyhurst. Give me them boys. Give me Mercyhurst at the house. Miami at Clemson. Now, this is a good one, man. We were on Miami play of the day 2-3 days ago. That shit cashed -5. Covered easily against a mediocre-ass team. Who was that again that they played and beat up on? Yeah, Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame had their best player out. That's why we faded him. I think he should be good to go this week. I got to go with Clemson, though, in this one, man. Clemson, man. Them boys real. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They did play a little bit of a softer schedule to start conference play. They did. But they got marquee wins against Georgia. Took it there with Bama. Took it there with BYU. You know what I mean? I like what I've seen more from this Clemson team. I know Miami's sharp too, though, man. Miami's sharp. They're hot right now. I was on Miami in this stretch. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Beat up on Notre Dame, but that Wake Forest on the road game scares me. If you try to play like this, how you played against Wake Forest on the road, Clemson's gonna get you. I don't see really too crazy wins. They played this BYU team as well, lost by 10. I just think a little bit more offensive gunpowder is over there with Clemson. Give me a Clemson Tigers, win the games, and convert to 10-0 at the house. Longwood versus Radford. Give me my boys Longwood plus the 10. St. Bonnie's, LaSalle, and I got to go with St. Bonnie's plus the points, minus the points. LaSalle's not winning shit. I'm fading LaSalle all season. LaSalle can mucky up a game. They can sneak in the backdoor cover a lot. I got to go with St. Bonnie's money line, though. Oh yeah, them boys ranked. Utah State, I knew it was coming soon. Utah State's finally in the top 25 versus Grand Canyon's weak ass. Grand Canyon's so boo-boo. Do not fall for that fool's gold team. Them boys cannot beat anybody comfortably. Give me Utah State money line. North Iowa playing Valpo. And Valpo is 2-point underdogs. North Iowa is gonna win the game. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Short, sweet, and simple. I watched both of these teams all year. Valpo is too spotty, too inconsistent. They show up against some decent teams sometimes, and then they absolutely collapse against good teams as well. And they absolutely fall down to their competition too. North Iowa, I know what I'm getting out of them every day, every game. Give me Northern Iowa. Drake, UIC, and I got to go with my boys Drake to win the game. UIC's having a little bit of an average year. It's not like the worst team we've ever seen them have or none, but not the best for sure either. Middle of the pack. Drake's middle of the pack as well. So it's a coin flip. I got to go with Drake. Jacksonville at North Alabama. Give me my boys Bama to lose the game. I got to go with Jacksonville to continue this stretch. I think they could cover this spread, at least win the game. If they don't, if you don't win the game, I mean at least cover the spread. 4-point, 5-point, bump it up, alternate spread. Kennesaw State playing at Western Kentucky, and I think Western Kentucky takes this one. At home, Western Kentucky gets a lot of foul love, a lot of ref love. They get a lot of ref love, man. Them referees in Western Kentucky, them boys be on their side, man. I think this can get into the 10s. So I got to lay the spread with Western Kentucky. UTEP at Liberty. Lay it with Liberty. Liberty's going to ball these boys the fuck out. The gym and Liberty is one of the best 3-point teams in the country, making a 3-point at a very high clip, averaging about 10 a game. UTEP can't hang with them for 40 minutes. Penn at Dartmouth, give me Dartmouth all day long. UMass at NIU, give me UMass, money line. Coastal Carolina at Georgia Southern, give me Georgia Southern, money line. Quinnipiac, Merrimack, give me Quinnipiac. If healthy, you got to watch the injury report with Quinnipiac, see if their best player's back. Quinnipiac wins the game comfortably if he is playing. But Merrimack is one of the best teams in that conference as well, so be careful. Merrimack at home is not nobody you want to pick on, especially if Quinnipiac's injured. Missouri at Louisiana State, LSU, and I got to go with LSU all day long. Mizzou is looking solid, though. We did just I wanted to take them against Auburn. Everybody was dick riding Auburn. This is the final. This is a game. Auburn can't lose this, or it's... No, this is still Auburn's weak ass. You know what I mean? Mizzou is first in the SEC right now, crazily as it sounds. I don't know why, but they're 3-1 in conference play. I gotta go with my boys Mizzou in this one, man. Mizzou takes down LSU. Georgia State and LSU look good too, man. Last game, don't let it fool you. But give me my boys. They just hotter right now. That everything's going their way. Give me Mizzou, except for when they play Illinois. Georgia State plus the Georgia State's laying 6. Hell no. Give me ULM plus the hell no, G. They shouldn't be favored again. I know they're 1-9. ULM is 1-9 in their last 10 games. But nah, bro. Georgia, this should be a pick'ems. Nah, G. ULM plus the points. Indiana State, Murray State. Murray State's laying 13. Damn. Murray State laying 13. You know they last 9-0 at the house. I know they're gonna win the game, but 13. I gotta take the points with Indiana State. Murray State wins the game. Texas Southern, Alcorn. Give me Texas Southern. Nevada, Air Force. I gotta go with Nevada. Later spread. UC San Diego playing on the road against Cal State Bakersfield. We took Bakersfield. It's one of the best underdog plays of the day. Cash for us last game against UC Santa Barbara, who has not covered a spread, or I think they're 1-5 now against the spread. I gotta go with Cal State Bakersfield to cover this one. I ain't gonna lie. We've seen San Diego regress a little bit in their last 10 games, coming down to the medium. Give me Cal State Bakersfield to roll off of that 5 or 6 point loss. Playing against a good team, I think they let it kind of roll over into this one. Give me Cal State Bakersfield plus the points. ULL at playing on the road at South Alabama. I gotta lay it with South Alabama. Mercer Bears, you know we bearing down every day. Give me the Bears, later spread. Arizona, UCF. Give me UCF to win the game. I think this is an upset waiting to happen. Go ahead. Go watch your TV and go bear down, okay? Go bear down. Yeah, I think UCF gets this one, man. 10-1 at the crib, and this is number 1 team, but I like fading number 1 teams. They're not newly ranked, but I like this matchup for UCF. They could run and gun. They got a little bit of an offensive. I think Arizona's a little bit offensively overrated. Their defense is crazy, though. Go bear down. Go ahead. Arizona, I think they dropped this one, man. Give me UCF. They got the talent to win this game outright. James Madison at Marshall, and I think Marshall kind of takes this one. Marshall's at the house, 8-2. They're playing their best brand there, and I can't ever get there with James Madison this year. This is the worst team I've seen them have in like the last 5 to 10 years. Give me Marshall. Richmond at St. Louis, and I know St. Louis is gonna be ranked soon too. If Utah State chooses to fail, or If anybody, one of these top 20 teams trips out this weekend, St. Louis is going to be ranked. I think St. Louis dominates, wins the game by 8 though. Richmond covers the spread. St. Louis wins the game by 8 point, 9 point win. College of Charleston and the St. Bonnie's, not the St. Bonnie's, the damn Stony Brook Seawolves. These Seawolves wins the game here. Should not be underdogs. College of Charleston, we tried to back you. You just keep tripping on the road. They're a losing team on the road. Give me the 8-2 home team. Stony Brook wins the game outright. Western Illinois, Little Rock. We got to go with Little Rock at the house where they're playing their best. That's the only place you can take Little Rock. When Little Rock goes on the road, it's an automatic fade. Western Illinois is an automatic fade. So I think Little Rock takes that one, no doubt. Nebraska, 17-0 at Northwestern, where they only got one real, true dog. Got a guy averaging over 23 points, over 22 points. And Martinelli, I don't think he's enough to beat this Nebraska team, though. He's going to get his buckets. He's going to get 20. He's going to get 24 or 25 points. But the other supporting cast for the Northwestern team, this is why they're 6-11 against the spread and 6-3 at the house. I got to go Nebraska in this one, man. Later spread. Akron is 3-point underdogs. Not Akron. Arkansas is 3-point underdogs at Georgia. Georgia's laying 3 at the house, as they should be. 3-point favorite. But it's letting you know that this is a coin flip game. And who do you think is the better offense? Who do you think is the better team here? Let's look at the history. Who this is? Arkansas. Oh, yeah, I just passed that. Arkansas, Georgia. Let's look at the history. Last 5 meetings, all been dominated by Arkansas. We do have a Georgia win in January of 2024. So 2 years ago, Georgia won the game by 10. Other than that, it's been domination. The last 2 meetings were close, though, by 3 points. Arkansas won. I got to take Arkansas in this one, man. Better team, better coach. Give me Arkansas. I ain't gonna lie. They it's a pick'ems for a reason. Give me Arkansas. Michigan laying 18 against Oregon, and I think they could do it. But Michigan's haven't been covering like they have in the earlier on. Kind of like Gonzaga, kind of like Purdue. You could catch a little backdoor against these teams now. Michigan is going to win the game comfortably. I think they can 20-point these boys, though. I have to lay it with Michigan, but I'm not in love with it. UNC at Cal. I got to lay it with UNC. I've been trying to fade. I've been trying to tell people about Cal. They're fool's gold. Cal is frauds, man. Them boys is soft. I ain't even going to hold y'all. Cal is soft. Them boys cannot really convince me that they're going to cover and fight for 40 minutes against UCLA. I don't give a fuck how many games they won at home, who they've beaten. Cal is fraudulent. Give me UNC, later spread. Morehead State at Tennessee Tech, and this is a stay-away game, but if I had to pick a side, give me Morehead. Lamar on the road, 2-point underdogs at Nichols. You know Nichols is going to take that one. Nichols at the house. Give me my boys Nichols. Prairie View A&M at Jackson State, and this is a damn blowout spot for Prairie View. Jackson State ain't winning this game at all. Give me Prairie View for no... What the fuck are they at 1 point? Like, come on, man. They tripping. This is what I said. They cannot get all of these spreads right when it's a lot of the games like this many. They can't get all these spreads right. Give me Prairie View. This is a 7-8 point win comfortably. UT Arlington going on the road versus Utah Valley. And I got to go with my boys UT Arlington to cover the 10. Utah Valley might win the game. They should win the game. But UT Arlington is going to cover an 11-point spread. That's way too many points. I took UT Arlington last game outright on the road as an underdog, and they cashed. I got to go with my boys again, plus the 11. Morgan State at Delaware State. And Delaware State's 4-3 at the house, where they're 3-1 against the number. I got to go with Delaware State in this one, playing their best brand there. Morgan State has no backbone, not a good road team at all against anybody. I got to go with Delaware State. Norfolk, laying 6 at South Carolina State. And I got to go with my boys, South Carolina State. Get another house win. Norfolk's, they could drop this one. I like Norfolk, though. They are the better team. 2-3 more better scores than South Carolina State. South Carolina State's a 3-win team. But 6-point underdog, it's telling you something right there. Give me the damn South Carolina State. Get another home win. Southern Miss at Texas State. Texas State is the home favorite for a reason, and I think this is too short of a spread. I like Southern Mississippi in certain spots, not this one. Coppin State, 11-point underdogs at UMass. UMass wins the game for sure. UMass money line. Howard, North Carolina Central, and I got to go with Howard money line. North Carolina Central, solid at home, solid. You know, Howard is pretty much a big fade team when they go on the road. I got to go with North Carolina Central to lose this one, though. Lindenwood, like I keep telling people, stop playing with these boys. They're one of the best teams in their conference. UT Martin is the best team in the conference record-wise. I got to go with Lindenwood again, though, man. I'm taking my boys while they're hot. UT Martin is damn good, though, man. This is an uncomfortable spot. UT Martin could win this game. It couldn't get out of hand if Lindenwood don't come with their best A game, but Lindenwood, man, they're my boys. I know how they play. Know what I'm getting out of both teams. Give me Lindenwood plus the 4. Texas A&M, East Texas A&M versus Houston Christian, and I think East Texas A&M comes in here, wins the game. Plus the points, wins the game. East Texas A&M. Southern Indiana, Tennessee State. Tennessee State blows these dudes out. Latest spread with Tennessee State. Comfortable win there. C-Law at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi's 5-1 at the house, where C-Law's 1-8 straight up. Give me Corpus Christi all day money line. This is a bad matchup. C-Law's punks, them boys soft too. They're not doing anything productive out there on the floor. Whole bunch of turnovers, missed free throws. Give me Corpus Christi team. Arkansas State winning this game. I got to go Arkansas State here. This is going to be a barn burner, high-scoring game. Troy is not no pushovers. They're not a team you could fade, just walk in and just beat up on. But I think Arkansas State takes this one. SIU Edwardsville at SEMO, and I got to go with SIU Edwardsville, cover the points. Wofford, 5.5-point underdogs at Furman. I think the fuck not. Give me my boys Wofford plus the points. UNLV playing San Jose on the road, and I got to go with UNLV on the money line. Southern playing Grambling. Give me my boys Grambling money line at home. Northwestern State, Incarnate Word. I got to go with Incarnate Word all day long. We know what we're getting out of both of these weak-ass teams, but Incarnate Word's dominant at home. 7-0, 4-0 against the spread. Dominant at home. And I know what they're about. I took them straight up when they played McNeese. People thought it was a joke. I know what they could do. They could beat this Northwestern team by 10 points. Latest spread. Louisiana Tech's 0-6 on the road going against Jacksonville State. Give me Jacksonville State all day long. Money line. UC Irvine at UC Davis. And I got to go with UC Irvine. Money line play. UC Davis is a team I like to back, though. That's my dogs. The Aggies, you can't just fade them boys. You cannot just fade them boys. But UC Irvine is the better team. Money line play, UC Irvine. NAU, Portland, and I got to go with my boys, Portland State. They covering like no other. 11-1 against the year. 11-1 against the season. Every game they've played so far, like damn true D1 games. 11-1 against the spread. I don't think it stops here against a miserable North Arizona team. Later spread with Portland State. Very, very high chance to cover that. Kansas City, UMKC on the road at South Dakota State, and the Jackrabbits play their best basketball at home. I got to lay with the Jackrabbits. McNeese, UTRGV, give me McNeese. I think they win that game comfortably. Later spread, they're back down to where they could cover that type of number. When you get McNeese at these ridiculous prices, 24, 17.5, 19, 22, 26, they're not really moving that real needle. But against a UTRGV team, they could blow these boys the fuck out by 20. I like this spread at White West at 10. It's not enough points. Michigan State at Washington. Give me Michigan State all day long. Washington has been on a little bit of a decent little stretch. They've been covering against certain teams like, damn, okay. But when they play bad teams, they suck. They kind of play up to their competition, though. But Michigan State's too much for them. For 40 minutes, they should not be only a 3-point favorite. Michigan State covers that. Pacific, Oregon State's losing this game. Give me Pacific upset. The books are telling you, man, Pacific's winning that game. Why are they a 1-point favorite at the house? They know what's going to happen, man. Pacific's coming into there and beating up on Oregon State. The Beavers are terrible. Don't let that 9-3 home record fool you. Missouri State plus the 7 against, we're doing Missouri State plus the 7. I'm not saying that they win the game, but it's going to be a 1 or 2 possession, two layup game, man. I got to go with a 4-point win. If Middle Tennessee does win, they win by 4 or 5. Colorado at West Virginia, and I got to go with West Virginia at home, 11-0. I don't think it changes here. Colorado's punks. Them boys are sorry this year. They just letting anybody walk into their house and win. I got to go West Virginia, no doubt about it. 5-star play, money line. Wake Forest at Florida State. Give me Wake Forest. No question about it. No sweat bet. Fading the shit out of Florida State all year. Auto fade. Texas A&M at Texas. Ooh, this is a Texas showdown, baby. I got to go with Texas, though, at the house. The Longhorns look to build off that very good performance. We took them last game. We knew they were going to show out at the house. They always play that team good. They always play Vanderbilt good. We knew they were going to win that game. Now, do they keep the momentum rolling? Yes, they do. Texas A&M got a couple head scratchers for their 4 losses. They played a damn good overtime game, but this is why we're fading them. It's a back-to-back road spot. It's a very ugly matchup. Snuck away with an Auburn win. Pretty good win there. But like I said, snuck away with a loss, LSU win. But before that, you lose to SMU. You feel me? You lose to Oklahoma State by 24. And I just can't get there, man. I just can't get there. You lose to UCF by 12. I think for sure. Texas let that Vanderbilt kind of boost their season. This is a turning point for the Longhorns in conference play. I think they keep rolling here. Give me the Longhorns, latest spread. Bethune-Cookman lands 16 against Mississippi Valley State. Excuse me. And I think they cover that. Mississippi Valley State, I got to automatically fade them against anybody to lose by 20. South Carolina at Auburn, and I got to go with my boys, South Carolina, plus the points. I'm not a big fan of Auburn at all. In any sport, everybody know me. If you know the channel, if you're a true day one channel lover, you know I hate all Auburn teams. Automatic fade for me, but give me South Carolina to cover the spread. I'm not saying that they win the game, though. Purdue, minus the 9, on the road at USC, and I think they cover that. USC, we know what to expect from USC every year. It's the same shit. They just like the Cowboys. They damn near the Cowboys of the NCAA. basketball franchise, man. Like, they always got good offense, good offensive stuff. You know what I mean? Good non-conference schedule, good non-conference play, and then they do the same shit every year in conference play. Give me Purdue. I think they win a game by 16 points. Duke laying 10 at Stanford, and I'm laying it. That's not enough. That's not enough points. Stanford, who do they think they are? They're not good enough to hang with Duke for 40 minutes. This gets into the 16s, the 14s, the 13s. 13-point win for Duke. SFA laying 6 against New Orleans, and I'm laying it with SFA. Eastern Washington at Idaho State. Give me Eastern Washington to lose the game. Them boys tried to play their best brand of basketball last game out, but they're 0-11 on the road, and I think this is a 5-star play. Idaho State's been making us money all year. Very good covering team. You could trust them, especially at home. Give me Idaho State money line or against the spread. 5-star play. Pine Bluff at home against FAMU. Give me Pine Bluff. Like I said, this is not your old grandmas and grandpas Pine Bluff. They are decent. They're a much improved team this year. I think Pine Bluff covers that, no doubt about it. No sweat bet. 5-star play. LIU is on the road playing at Farley Dickinson. I got to go with LIU money line. Belmont, SIU, Salukis. Give me Belmont money line or spread. It's not enough points. Belmont comes in there and wins comfortably. Citadel, VMI. Give me the money line play with VMI. They're not the worst team in the conference. Citadel is definitely took that cake. Give me VMI at home. Wyoming at Fresno. Wyoming at Fresno, and this is a Wyoming. I'm telling you, this is about to be a drill spot. Wyoming drills these boys. This is not last year where they got a little 4-point victory against Wyoming. Fresno coming off a 10-point win against Colorado State. I think that was a way, way, way too good of a performance. This is a real letdown spot here. Real big letdown spot here, man. I can't get there with Fresno after a shocking result like that against Colorado State. Wyoming coming off of a trollop of a loss. So this is a bounce back spot for Wyoming. They beat UNLV by 32. They lost to New Mexico, they lost to Nevada, lost to San Diego State, lost to Grand Canyon. But they beating up on good mid-major teams like South Dakota State by 15. You know, lost by only 4 on the road at Texas Tech. I know what I'm getting out of these boys. This is a real, and they're the favorite on the road for a reason, man. The books know what's going to happen too. Give me Wyoming in a drill spot. They win that game by 10 points. Campbell, UNC Wilmington. Wilmington wins the game. Money line play. St. Mary's at Santa Clara. This is a barn burner. I got to go with Santa Clara, though, man. Santa Clara's tough, dog. Santa Clara is damn tough, and I know what I'm getting out of both of these teams. St. Mary's is true. They might be ranked after this weekend, too. St. Mary's, they might be ranked after this weekend. I'm telling you, if a couple of these teams tweak in the top 20, St. Mary's been right in there. St. Mary's might win this game, though, man, but I got to go with the home team. I think they got enough guns to run with these boys for 40 minutes. At home crowd, I'm talking about that gym about to be rocking. Yeah, that bitch finna be sold out. I think that's just what they need, man. Give me the Santa Clara Broncos money line. Bellarmine at EKU, and I got to go with Bellarmine plus the points. Austin P at Lipscomb. Give me Austin P plus the points. I like Lipscomb, though. RMU, Northern Kentucky. I got to go with RMU plus the points. Northern Kentucky is dominant at home, though, so be treadful, be lightful with that game because you can't just fade North Kentucky, but I got to go with the points in that one. In a later game, evening games, North Kentucky kind of struggles. I think North Kentucky plays their best basketball in the morning games. USC Upstate at High Point. High Point's 11-1 at the house. 16-4 on the year. One of the best teams in this conference, if not the best. I got to go with Upstate to cover, though. They got enough guns. I've seen High Point not cover this same number against NJIT. I got to go with Upstate to cover the spread. New Mexico at San Diego State. San Diego State's laying 5, and I'm laying it. Home teams prevail more often than not in the Mountain West, and this is another spot where I think it trues. New Mexico is damn good too. New Mexico could win this game if San Diego State ain't miss 2 threes that they shouldn't miss. It could be one of those. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta play your best brand of basketball against New Mexico, but this is where they play their worst basketball when they leave the house. I think they lose this game as well. Give me San Diego State. Aztecs winning that one. BYU at Texas Tech, and this is a barn burner. 9-0 is Texas Tech at the house. They're the 3-point favorites against the ranked 11 team in the nation. BYU 2-0 on the road too. 16-1. I gotta go with BYU plus the points. Louisville on the road, laying 8 against Pitt. It's not enough points. Give me Louisville. Check the injury report though. Make sure Louisville is healthy. If they are, lay the spread. Even if they aren't, lay the spread. St. John's only 3-point favorites against Villanova, and I think St. John's takes this one. Give me Villanova to lose the game. I think this is where we start to see Villanova go on a little bit of a slide after that close win at Marquette. Give me St. John's to win the game. Cal State Fullerton, Riverside. I got to go Riverside, money line. I'm not a big fan of Fullerton. Everybody's keep overhyping Fullerton. Give me UC Riverside. I'm not betting that though. Oral Roberts playing at home. 1.5-point favorite. 5-14 team against Nebraska Omaha. Give me Nebraska Omaha money line. Long Beach State plus the 6 against CSUN. I think CSUN runs away with this one. CSUN can win this game by double digits. Give me CSUN Matadors against the spread. Ole Miss 4-point underdogs against Mississippi State. Mississippi State's coming off of that Alabama beatdown. I think Ole Miss could cover the spread and win the game. Give me Ole Miss. Rebels win that. Abilene Christian at Southern Utah. Southern Utah just got another lucky-ass win at the buzzer. Super fucking lucky. Played their best basketball ever of the season. Made like 14 threes against Tarleton State of all teams. That was the play of the day. Lost in overtime by 1 point. I can't be mad at it. It's a bad beat. You know what I mean? I think they go back to what we used to see from this Southern Utah team. All they do is shoot threes and try to hope they get lucky. All they're going to do is shoot threes. They're they depend on the 3-point ball. If they live by that 3 and they make it, they can stay in some type of game. They can stay in games. But if they're missing them threes, they're going to die by that 3. I think Abilene Christian is the better team. No doubt about it. Give me Abilene Christian. Money line play. And Southern Utah regresses back to the normal. Portland playing LMU. Give me LMU on the money line. They 8-point spread. I think that's a little bit much for Portland, but LMU still is the way better team. Give me LMU money line. Hawaii 13-3, laying 2 on the road, and I'm laying it with my boys. Hawaii, this is one of the best plays on the night slate. Hawaii dominates in the night slate, especially against a no backbone team. UC Santa Barbara's 4-11 on the number. I can't get there with them boys. We faded them last game. Hawaii took them last game. I know what we're getting out of Hawaii. A lot of effort. They're 13-3 for a reason. That should not be a pick 'em. Give me Hawaii. Check the injury report. Idaho Vandals, man, against Weber State. And like I said, we took Weber State against Eastern Washington. Eastern Washington came out there, looked like they couldn't do no wrong. This is a coin flip, though. And I got to go with Idaho plus the points. Tarleton State looking to rebound off of that ugly overtime loss against Southern Utah playing Utah Tech, where Utah Tech's 5-2. I gotta go with Tarleton State to rebound. I'm not a fan of Utah Tech either. Utah Tech is a decent team. They're a little bit volatile. They're not an easy team you could just fade automatically. But I got to go with Tarleton State to rebound. I think they could rebound against a team like this. Give me Montana in this next matchup, plus the points as well. Montana State, this is an in-state rivalry. We love to see this matchup every year. Give me Montana plus the points. Kansas State, Oklahoma State, totals at 177. They know what's going to happen. I love the over in this one. Give me the over. I think we get into this might be a 200-point game. This might get into the 200s, or at least the 185s, 184s. I think this is 7 points too low. Give me the over, and I got to go with OK State to lose the game. I think K-State could hang in these type of games. Barn burners, shootouts. K-State loves these type of games. When you get a defensive juggernaut, that's when K-State will lose the game, no question. Give me K-State to cover the points, but over is the best play. Gonzaga laying 13.5 against Seattle. Last time we seen these two teams, I know it was overtime. And this is where Seattle's playing their best basketball, 13-6. They ain't no punks at the house, 9-2. But give me Gonzaga to cover. I gotta go with Gonzaga. This is where they kind of flip that script. The Zags ain't been covering shit. They only beat San Diego, one of the worst teams in that conference, by like 6 points. Then they went on after that to play the same team here and lost or won in overtime by only 6. I got to go with Gonzaga to cover this one, though. This one's going to be a little bit more ugly. Everybody and their mom's going to bet on Seattle. They just went to overtime. They just take Gonzaga. Still a big spread for a reason. Gonzaga wins the game by 17-16. UNC, Northern Colorado, last game of the night, laying 6 against Sac State. Sac State is not going to cover this one. They did look out for us last game. We took them against NAU. We told you this is a get-right spot for Sac State. Mikey Williams and them. We know they could beat NAU. Anybody could beat NAU. And NAU even won the first half and got 20-pieced in the second half. This is why we're going to fade these boys, Sacramento State. O'Neal had 5 points. That boy Mikey Williams didn't even play. Still got him. But check the injury reports. And I even love the fact that Mikey Williams is banged up even more. Northern Colorado is going to run away with this one by double digits. One of the top plays for the night slate as well. Let's cook up the top 5 plays with a game slate like this. We usually cook up the top 3 plays, but with this many games, I'm going to give y'all boys and girls 5 strong plays. First off is going to be North Colorado to end the night off. That's a very good play right there. Give me North Colorado. Lay the spread. Next best play on the board is probably, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I really like Hawaii. Hawaii in the night slate. Hawaii, Northern Colorado. Idaho State. Idaho State's another one. Idaho State. Honorable mention is Texas, Duke, Purdue, Missouri State, honorable mention, Pacific, honorable mention, Portland State, another top play of the day. I got to go and lay it with Portland State, third best play of the day. Portland State, lay the spread. Fourth best play, we're going to go ahead and rock out with my dogs. I'm going to go up a little bit further. Yeah, we rocking out with my fucking boys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We gotta go with my boys. Mercer Bears. Take your Bears and bear the fuck down. Even on Sunday, we not losing to the Rams. Give me the Mercer Bears, though. Money line play. Fourth best play on the board. Fifth and best play. Fifth last play. Clemson is an honorable mention. I think the fifth best play, though, on that board, man, it might be Columbia. But even better than that Columbia game. Even better. Even better than that Columbia game, man. TCU is a real good one, too. ETSU, another good one. I like Alabama, though. Give me Bama on the road at Oklahoma. Nobody's scared of Oklahoma, dog. Give me Bama has the 5th best play. Couple honorable mentions I would love to take in the morning slate. UConn, laying it. Seton Hall, money line. Minnesota plus the points against my Illini. Virginia, money line. Tennessee, money line. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Winthrop, Syracuse, Florida, Gators. Take it to the bank. See y'all boys on Sunday. Bear the fuck down, baby. Bear the fuck down.